Hey ghosties, we're back at the Blacktail Almanac Storytime, Part 6 Land, Part 2 Wildlife, the fauna of the land. Babaks, kind, owl-sized spirits who see everything and hear everything. They may look a bit like pine cones, but they are much more talkative than pine cones. They do not seem to mind being shot. If knocked down, they will grumble some forced gospel in old forgotten language known only by some. Their babble will aid you on your journey should you get lost. Upon being shot, as their soul flies up, they'll leave behind shellocks, valuable crafting ingredients. Toad bag. A baggy toad is a magical, gluttonous being who always knows where the leftovers are. Any resources you'll come across that won't fit in your pockets will be munched on by the toad. You can get them back by interacting with them at a campfire. Deer. Easy to startle, not that easy to hit on the run. These can be tracked down in groves. You might want to sneak up on the game before taking the shot. Bird. These fly around, always ready to be eaten. But since you're not a cat, the only value they offer is their feathers. They often drop these as they land, and if they refuse to land, you can help them with a well-aimed arrow. Red Rose. As per folk gossip, these demonic plants steal the eyes of misers, making them gaze upon their most prized possessions for eternity. The just and virtuous would likely cease the flower's unfair cruelty, while the depraved may let the punishment continue. Bees. Offering the bees a red herb will reward you with honey, though they may won't deal with just anyone. Alternatively, you can shoot their hive down, or you can do both. The bees stick to their hives as long as they don't sense any evil nearby. They can otherwise be quite zealous, deflect or dash through to get rid of them. Hedgehog. It is unclear why the hedgehog desires fruit so much, as their diet consists mostly of worms and insects. In any case, they seem grateful for your assistance in reaching their goal. Stickbug. These are said to be able to imitate wood so well they can even be used as crafting resources, just like regular sticks. If you happen to be rotten enough to treat them that way, that is. Bird trap. What may appear as a tangle of branches is actually something far more sinister in nature. Demonic bird traps lure oblivious birds only to torment them endlessly. They are said to be a manifestation of the will of Valis, who in that way persists his brother god Pernin. Whether this is true or not, one thing is clear. They do not eat the birds for their own survival. Shooting the bird traps will kill the bird inside, but you can pry them open. If you don't want the bird to die, that is. Ants. Thralls of the vicious ant queen. The breed of ants inhabiting the forest is nothing but pure evil. The army's greed for land is unstoppable. The flames of their conquerors' drive inextinguishable. They build ant mounds as their bases of operation. They would collapse if given a hefty enough push. Just something you might want to know. Fox. There is no reason for you to kill these. But you can. Alrighty, ghosties, thank you very much. That was part 2, Wildlife, of part 6, Land, of the Almanac Blacktail story time. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for sticking around. I appreciate it. Bye!